We watch your new show cause it's very sublime. I'm so excited cause it really is time for 9 at 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. So tell us what's new, now let me throw you a cue. It's 9 at 9.
All right, number 9, there's a light in your fridge, but not one in your freezer. Do you ever wonder why?
Yeah.
An economist recently explained it on PBS NewsHour. He calls it a cost-benefit principle. The cost of something shouldn't be more than its benefit to the customers. He said it's more cost-effective to leave the light out of the freezer. Since people use that fridge light often, it's valuable, worth the money, and manufacturers can justify the cost. Quite simply, we don't open our freezers as often, and when we do, we usually don't linger. You just grab something, so no need to have the light. Interesting.
Number 8. This here is a photo from 1947 of Danish explorer Peter Freuchen, who was my favorite Danish explorer. This is also his socialite wife. This guy was like an eccentric character from a Wes Anderson movie. He climbed mountains all over the world and married this fancy lady and lived in New York and went to all the right parties. But here's something really cool about him. He once escaped from a snowed-in blizzard shelter using a knife he fashioned out of his own frozen feces.
Wow.
How about that?
That.
That's resourceful right there. Is he 8 feet tall? He looks giant.
He does.
Right? Doesn't he look like a monster?
Wow.
Wow.
Him.
It's a great coat.
That's a man right there.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Number 7, from time to time, we'll take a real letter from an advice column and see if we can help. This one is from Ask a Boss, which is on thecut.com. Dear boss, I work for a nonprofit organization. My department is a very close-knit one with lots of talk about being a family. I make a point of being firm about work-life boundaries. I do actually tell people no when I am too busy to participate in, quote, fun department activities. I do great work, though, and my supervisors are always very complimentary. I am currently far exceeding my assistant job description, and I'm basically looking to be paid like a project manager, which is what I am. Now, I'm worried they won't promote me because I'm not a team player. Frankly, I don't want to participate in fun department activities. Do I have to spend my limited free time playing games with people from work like a Zoom scavenger hunt? Should I just pretend?
Boy, that went on for a really long time. He needs to know how to do a shorter email.
That would be a good start. I will say,
he kind of lost me there.
With that kind of attitude, they would be perfect for this place, this show particularly.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't work out there, we have a lot of indifferent people here that would love to welcome you into our fold.
I think, you know what, when people just want you to do your job. So, if you're at all the fun activities and you're not doing your job, none of that matters, right?
One would think.
And do you want everybody to be the same? I mean, do you want everybody to be jolly and want to hang out with everyone else?
Gee, I don't, but...
Is an obstacle course going to get you to work harder?
No.
Not me.
No?
I don't think have we ever really done that kind of stuff here?
No, and look where it's gotten us.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We're all just coasting along.
Yeah.
All right, Jansen, you're up next.
Hey, number 6, in Northeast England, developers building some luxury offices found a mysterious lost street underground. It even has tunnels and tiny homes that still have their original wooden window frames, solid doors, and cavities to hold candles. It looks like it's about 250 years old, and the people who have been down there think there were definitely people, a group of people that lived there, and they were probably not very tall. There's even a room where it looks like cattle were kept, which makes sense because long ago there was a livestock market in the street above.
So you're living with your cows?
Seems that way.
All right, number 5, model and host Chrissy Teigen is known for being pretty honest about all sorts of stuff, and she says she got fat removed from her cheeks, and she likes the results. She's 35. She's revealed lots of other things about herself. She had a breast augmentation at the beginning of her career. She quit drinking at the end of last year. She got Botox in her armpits to control the sweating, and she had lipo on her armpits. But
Boy, it's great.
There we go.
Yeah.
And all that's
God
done,
bless.
and she's just now 35. What does that say
That's what I'm saying.
to the rest of us? I mean, if you want,
You
that's-
want plastic surgery, wait. There's going to be plenty of time for it. Right? I mean,
I wonder if I've missed the boat, though. It's like at a certain point, now it's going to be too dramatic of a change.
right.
I'm going to look
Well,
like...
that might make things kind of exciting, though. You come in one day and you just look like a cat. That might be
I
pretty
think,
awesome.
everything's like really up where it's supposed to be. I mean, I can't just come in one day and have it look normal.
How insecure or bored do you have to be to get armpit surgery?
Right.
No,
Twice, right?
did
do
she
two
say it was
things?
because of sweating? Yeah, I've heard of that. That's not surgery.
Sweating's part of life, though.
I know. I don't know. But if you have excessive, look, of all the things to get done, that's ranking low on my
Right.
list. But now it's too late.
All
The
right.
horse has left the barn, as they say,
Yeah.
right? Is that a saying?
Yeah, sure. Number 4, get up close and personal with nature thanks to this hummingbird feeder ring. It's on Amazon from a company called Zummer. Just fill the ring with your favorite hummingbird nectar like sugar waters.
Nope.
Place it on your finger and wait for the magic to happen. Soon enough, the hummingbirds will find you. And if you want to attract hummingbirds to your yard, you'll need nectar-rich flowers like foxgloves, petunias, or
Oh,
hollyhocks.
I love a good hollyhock.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that, Robin.
Nope.
Why not?
I don't like
You're
things.
scared of a hummingbird.
I don't like the birds flying around me. And have you been to the zoo where they have that butterfly thing where the
Yeah.
butterflies
You're
all
afraid of butterflies?
Terrifying. They're
Oh my
they're
gosh.
just like moths, only they have better PR agents. They're terrifying. And they're landing all over you? No.
Oh, my God.
No, thank you.
You know, if you were on the covered wagon coming across America, they would have thrown you off on day one.
I would have been gone on day one.
First railroad bridge. She's going out. Believe me. Somebody's going down a ravine.
I would not have lasted long in Little House on the Prairie. No. Sorry.
Number 3, where did the phrase keeping up with the Joneses come from?
Good question.
Well, this 24-room mansion, 2 hours north of New York City, known as Windcliff Castle, was built in 1853 as the country house for Elizabeth Shermer Horne Jones. She was a New York socialite and the aunt of the novelist Edith Wharton, who wrote The Age of Innocence. The home was thought to be so elegant that neighbors kept building bigger and bigger mansions in order to look just as fancy. The estate was abandoned for decades and sold for just 120 grand, but plans to restore it never happened, and now it's just a crumbling mess. Oh, that's a shame. I'd love to see what it looks like now. We're not going to see that, huh?
Number 2, we've had all sorts of news lately about murder hornets and cannibal butterflies. And now, a kid at a state fair in Kansas has triggered a federal investigation into the spotted lanternfly. In a 4-H exhibit, the kid had a spotted lanternfly in a box, but someone noticed that's a very invasive species that's been wreaking havoc in the East. It must be reported if anyone comes across one. Thankfully, this lanternfly was dead. The kid just found it. Investigators think it came to Kansas on a camper, so they hope there's nothing to worry about.
All right.
More outside stuff to worry about there.
Yeah.
All right, number 1, you might have heard, I'm sure you did, through our show this morning at least, that the great Norm Macdonald passed away yesterday at age 61. He had cancer. Well, no one was better at telling a long story or joke than Norm Macdonald. Here he is with Jerry Seinfeld on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, talking about the old TV show Kojak.
I watch old TV shows. Yeah. And it was the first Kojak. You remember Kojak?
Telly Savalas
Telly Savalas.
with the lollipop.
Yeah, he had the lollipop going. So for the pilot, it was Crocker's first day. Kevin Dobson played Crocker.
Sure, Crocker.
So he was just out of police academy. Green. They kept saying how green he was. Kojak had been around a long time. And he knew everything. So he's, as this green kid, and he doesn't know even if he wants to be working with him. So what was happening was prostitutes were being murdered.
Oh, my.
He goes, go down and try to get some information from the prostitute's mother. So a little while later, Crocker comes back. I talked to her mother. She wasn't a prostitute at all. She was a good girl. So Kojak's seen it all, right? So he takes this lollipop. He goes, yep, she was a good girl. Mama's apple pie. The 4th of July. She was a hooker. Crocker was too green to see it, you know? So that's a funny one.
Just the best delivery, didn't he? Oh, God. All right, it's the 9 at 9.
It's 9 at 9.